Hello. Okay, good day everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live with Precise Trader. Today is 11th of August, and this is Asian session. Okay, do take note of the risk disclosure before we move on to our trade. Okay, day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. So with that, we move on to our live trades and live analysis. Okay, today the Japan bank holiday, and we don't have any data out today, so expect the market to be in a trading range unless if it breaks out of the range, then we might see the big movement. Then we have tomorrow Australian interest rate announcement. Okay, forecast is expected a cut of 0.25% followed by the statement. And we have a claimant count change from the GBP, and we also have a German zoo economic sentiment that is tomorrow, and we have the big data, which is the US CPI, core CPI and CPI. So the next one is the next day, Wednesday. We are expecting from the Australia wage price index. Then Thursday we have Australian employment change, unemployment rate, and the pound GDP. Then we also have a PPI, okay, which is also important data, which is the US PPI and unemployment claims. Then Friday we have a core retail sales, and the prelim UIM consumer sentiment. Okay, so these are the key data. So the main data is Australian interest rate announcement, CPI, and PPI from the US. So these are the important data that is going to be out. So now, since today is Monday, so we will try to look into the thing. As far as the trades is concerned, we have any open trades, so we are going to go on with our analysis. So what we would be doing is, okay, I'll give you the view for two time frame, meaning to say one is a daily and another one is a swing trading. But of course, we would try to do our trades and scalping as well, but we should be able to have taken, meaning to say the view to have on all three views, then we can be in a comfortable position. So looking at the euro, okay, right now we are seeing this is a congestion on the weekly, which means to say that the price is expected to test 117 and 11770, but should be limited. The upside should be limited. So at the same time, when we look on the daily, okay, the daily seems to be market is showing some strength, and we need to see a clear break of 117. Then only we can see the price heading towards 11770, but we should see the price turning down before that. But the question is whether the 117 is the high, or we have yet to see the high. Then we have to know the answer for that. So looking at your 6 hours, that tells us that most likely, okay, we may have not yet seen the high. So which means to say that we should see the price moving towards 1 1 uh, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 11770. Okay, 117 and 11770. So finally we look into the 15 minute. Okay, the 15 minute is telling us that most likely we should be seeing this high break. We should see the high, then only we can see the price turning down. So as far as this 15 minutes is concerned, we may have seen the low, and we should see price extending towards at least to 117 or higher. So what we can do is we can go for two types of trade. Okay, one is, okay, we will try to project the high near 11770 or 117 this high, which is about 11780. So we will go for a cautious buy. Okay, cautious buy now. Then we should be holding to go for a sell and hold at 11780. But of course, this 11780 can be the high for the week, or it can be high for current day. Okay, so let's go on to see this trade. So as far as this 6 hours is concerned, okay, we might see the next 6 hours might be a down move. But whatever is it, I think we should be going for a buy near 630 or 40. Stop below 116. Then TP at 117 before 117. This is a scalping entry. Then the next one, of course, the selling at 11770. Okay, so that is a sell and hold for the day. Okay, so we have two types of trades. So let's key in these two types of trades. One is okay, buying at 11 just now was said 11640, 11640. Stop 11610 and TP 11695. Then we need to see the price, see whether it breaks that 117. Then we may see the price moving higher. Then we will go for a day sell. Okay, day sell, like as I said, that means we are expecting the high for the day to be around that level, but the day buy is not that clear. So that's the reason we don't want to go for a day buy. Okay, this is still caught in a range. So this is a day sell. Okay, so we have two trades. One is scalping buy. Maybe I can give that comment as well, so at least it will be easier for the scalping. Means we are going to hold the trade for a short duration, not for the whole day. This can be a couple of hours. Then day sell means we try to look for the high for the day, and we are waiting for that price to turn down. Okay, the next one, pound. We are seeing the pound looking at the weekly. Okay, weekly This is testing the previous week high. So if it breaks, then we should see the price extending towards 135.40 and 135.80. Okay, we have somewhere even the 134.80. There is some resistance. So we'll take as three levels: 134.80, 135.40, and 135.80. So that is going to be a weekly target. Then when we look into the daily is also in a similar situation. So we should see, I mean, if we are right, we should see the price turning before 35.80, because this is showing that this is a ABCD pattern is completed. So now it's having a pullback. So we should see the price coming off from here. So when we look into the 6-hour chart, okay, looks like we may have not yet seen the high. So as of now, we will take our conservative target to be 34.80, 35.15, and 35.35. So that should be our conservative target, and expect the price to break higher. So now if we are going, so then we should look for a buy, scalp buy at 34.40, and stop, TP at 34.70 or 80. So then our stop is maybe about 34.10. So that should be our call, and that is a scalp buy, So let's see. Okay, 34. Just now I said was 34.40. So probably we'll put as 34.40 and stop 34.10 and TP at 34.80.85. And this is, we just give about 3 to 4 hours as expiry. Is only about 15 pips. Then on the daily level, daily target, okay, we are looking at target. so the low probably have seen, but we have to see the price. Hold on. So if the high breaks, let me get the figure. So probably we can go for a sell at, we'll put it as 35.70. 80 is our target, but we'll put it as 35.70. So this can be today or tomorrow, but we have to sell near 35.80. And stop, we'll put it as 36.05, and this is a day sell. Okay, so we have two entries. One is a scalp buy, and the other one is a day sell. So the next one we are going to look at is dollar yen Okay, dollar yen seems to be, I think today we don't touch dollar yen because BOJ Japan holiday, and this is also in a very tight range, so I think we don't want to trade this. Okay, let's see the pound yen. Okay, pound yen looks okay. I think this is also very quiet, so I think we don't want to touch dollar yen for today. Then we will see the Aussie. Okay, Aussie, we look at, we see the price. This is still within the congestion on the weekly. So if this high breaks, we should see the price testing 65.85. Okay, 65.85, and daily this is also in a range. So this is also in a very tight range. So we don't want to do anything on this as well, unless we want to go for a buy near 64.95 and exit at 65.35. So Aussie also no call, because this is also a very tight range and very quiet. So maybe the second round, then we will go for this trade. Okay, so this is no trade for Aussie as well. Now finally we look into the gold US. Okay, the gold US, okay, today was a down day and market is trading within the weekly range or congestion. So if you look at this, there is a probability that a high for the week is seen, because if this is the high, then we are having a lower high, and market has already started coming down. So there is a very high probability that we have seen for the high for the week. See, the wording I use, I think that gives you a significant decision, for you to take. That is the thing you need to approach. When I say high for the week, means to say that we should be holding sell and hold for the whole week. When I say high for the day, then then we should sell and hold for the day. When I say high for the hour, then that is a scalping. Then that is only, we just concentrate on the next couple of hours. So these are the things, wordings which we use. Then we should be able to do it. So now I think we can take a couple of trades based on this. So we can bet that 3405, which is today's high, as or stop at this level for sell and hold, either 3405 or the previous day Friday high, which is 3408 half. So now we are going to go for a sell and hold for this. So now we will try to concentrate on this gold trade, because I think this can give us a good move. So now daily is already down, the hourly 6 hours is already in a range. So we have another 45 minutes left on this trade. So we look at, so now it looks like we are going to see a congestion for the next couple of hours until we get a clear break of 67. Then we can be confirmed that the price is going to go lower. Yeah, hi, good morning, hi. Yeah, so now we look into this. So we will go for a sell somewhere near 90. Okay, so that should be our selling call, and we have to exit before 70. Then of course the sell and hold can be the break of this level towards 60 or 50. So overall, we are going to go for maybe a couple of trades. We can go for a weekly sell, we can go for a daily sell, and we can go for a hourly sell or hourly buy, which means the congestion. So now if we are going to concentrate on this trade for this week, so the first one should be selling at 90 half. Okay, let's do one by one. Okay, I'll go for a weekly sell. Weekly sell near 3401. Okay, 3401 with the stop above 3406 half. And this one expiry, this is a GTC order, because this trade is going to be valid for the whole week. Okay, so now let's see the 15 minute. Yeah, I think 3401 should be a good sell. Okay, so now let's put in this trade. If we have started early, probably we would have been this trade. But since we just started late, so I think we have missed it. So we got to be careful. Okay, so this is a weekly sell. So we are going for a weekly sell at 3401 with the stop above the current day high. Then we will go for a daily sell. Okay, daily sell, we have already missed that move, so we need to get for the next bounce or next level of correction or retracement. So what we can do is we can go for a daily sell somewhere near 90 half. Okay, 90 half, and the TP for that is for daily. That means we should be expecting this low to break towards 33.60. Okay, 58 or 53. So we have a daily sell near 90 half, stop about 95 half, and expect this low to break towards 33.58 or 33.60. Okay, so this is going to be a sell and hold, because we have already seen the high for the day. So I think we have given I think I would want to, because I want to give the comment, I think I'll cancel it. Okay, let me cancel that. Okay, so now let me give this a daily sell order. Okay, this is a so when we look at the daily sell, that means we are getting the target as well as the high for the day to be taken note, because but actually it's supposed to be 3401 should be the daily sell, but since we have already missed it, so now we have changed that to a daily a weekly. So now we look for then our target we look for 60. Okay, so this is a day order and this is a day sell. So we are trying to go for a day sell at 3389. Okay, stop at 94 half, and our target for the day we are looking at least 58 uh, 58 or 52. Yeah, without comment. Yeah, you're right. The one without comment means is a scalping, because I don't want to spend time typing that. So at least we concentrate on a more bigger returns. So the one without comment is, yeah, you're right. It has to take scalping, and take note the expiry time for the trade should be 4 to 5 hours from now. So whatever the platform you are using, so you look at your current time, then you put an expiry about 4 hours away from your current timing. Okay, so for scalping we give timing, and it's usually maximum is 6 hours, not more than that. Normally we don't even give it 6 hours, maybe but 5 hours, 5 hours if we are expecting this market to be in that direction. So we have a daily sell, we have a weekly sell. So now we are going to go for a scalping sell. So it's a scalping sell, like I was saying, that we look for much tighter and we will be in the trade. So if we are looking at the scalping, so right now this market looks, this is within the range on the 15 minute. So there's two ways which we can trade. One is, okay, let's say we look at 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour is also within this tight range. So we should be exiting at 70, and we should be trading about 83. So this is going to be the range, and this is going to be for the next couple of hours. Okay, so we sell 83, stop, we will put about 88 half or 89. Remember, our 89 is our selling for the day. Okay, so either we put in 89 half, or we'll put a tighter stop, which is about 86 half. We don't want to give more than that. Yeah, so then we have to exit before 70. So we are having a scalping sell. Okay, remember the scalping sell has to be come with a time. So we are going to go for a sell at 83, stop 86 half, then TP at 70. I'll put it as 72 because I think early on was the low was about 70. So we'll try to put at 70. And this one, the expiry, I usually just put in 2 hours or 3 hours from now. So that is 11. So we look at 13. So 13 minus 5 is about 8 o'clock. Okay, 8 o'clock onto the system. Okay, so we have 3 trades, And remember, we have to concentrate on gold because the market is moving. So we will try to, but I think we have already, we have already three trades, and we already missed that entry. So the only solution is, let's say we don't want to miss the trade. That means we have to monitor the screen 24 hours, which is very unlikely because we are not machines. So that's the reason sometimes we give a projected levels, if we are not able to monitor 24 hours. Okay, so I think this the gold US we have already done. So now let's look at gold euro. So at least if both are giving us the same answer, so then I think that will put us in a comfort zone on the gold US. Okay, now looking at this, market opened at 21 and near the high. So we will take this as a weekly high. And market is already rejected the previous week on to the range. So most likely we may have seen the weekly high at 2920. So if we are going for a day, I think day is in a congestion. Okay, congestion. So if the weekly high is that one, then we have to expect this low to break, and we should see the target towards 287570 or 2860 for the week. So that should be our weekly target. But anyway, so now we will go for one weekly sell, and near that level, which is 2920, and put a stop at 2955 and expect this low to break. So this is going to be our first call for gold euro. $2920, we'll put it as 296 half, and this is a GTC order and weekly sell. Okay, weekly sell. Wait. I think why I got two orders for this? 3383. Okay, I think this one, I think the 60 has to be cancelled. This trade has to be cancelled. Because sometimes when we put in too many orders. Okay, so gold US we have three orders. 89, day sell, week sell, and scalping. So now gold euro we have selling at weekly sell at 2920. So now we got to go and see the day sell and scalping sell. So if your day sell, we should be looking to because since our weekly sell is somewhere nearby, so the day sell we'll try to go for a lower time. So lower time, so now I think we have a solution or answer. So the day sell we'll try to sell at 2911 or 2915, or extension of this sell, extension of this 120. So which is going to be about 2912. That means slightly below the the highest high low. So we should be looking to sell at 2910. Then the stop should be 2917 half, and the day order we expect this low to break. If we are right, then if it breaks, then we should see the price extending towards 2880. So we have an answer and we have a for the trade setup. So we are going to go for a day sell, which is which is 29. We'll put it as 2910. Okay, 2910 because 11 is the level. So then we'll put the stop as 2916 half and 28. We put as 882 because 80 is the level, and this is a day sell. Okay, so this is a day sell. We are going for 2910 to sell. Stop at this. So I hope you try to understand why we are doing this and the reason for doing this. So every trade we want to be in the best possible entry, exit, stop loss. So and of course when we are focused as a day trader, then we have to give until end of the day. When we are focused as a scalping trader, then we will only give for the next couple of hours, maximum is 6 hours. So that will indirectly give you all the answers. That means if you are going for a scalping entry, then you have to book your profit before the time ends. So that is the reason why we are doing this. So now we look into the scalping. So since we are going for a sell at 2910, extension of this level, so the scalping we look for 15 minutes, so roughly then that should give us an answer. So we should be looking to sell near 2905 and exit before 2890. Okay, so we will try to sell hold on. Okay, we'll try to sell near 2903 half, and our stop has to be about 2910. Okay, remember we have an order to sell at 10. So if this is the thing, then I think we'll go for a very tight stop, so which is somewhere near this. So 2908 half. Okay, then the TP, remember, is 2893. Okay, 2893 is your TP. So this is your scalping trade for gold euro. Okay, selling at 2903 half, stop 8 half, and TP 2892, and this is 3 hours or 2 hours expiry. Okay, about 8. So we have 3 entries for gold euro. Okay, scalping selling at 2903, day trading selling at 2910, and weekly swing trading at 2920. So when we give a weekly sell or weekly buy, that means we have already identified the low or high for the week. When we give a daily sell or daily buy, that means we have already identified. So maybe you can ask me, since why if this is the high is identified, then why can't we go for a buy? You see, the buy only comes in if the market is in a congestion or range trading. Otherwise, we may see the price moving lower. So I think the day we have given the TP, the weekly we have not given a TP. So that sounds clear that we are going to go for a hold, sell and hold for the for the week. Then the next gold Aussie. Okay, gold Aussie, looking at the weekly. Okay, so this is also in a similar situation as gold euro. So this is also telling us that a weekly high might be seen at 5212, and the previous week high was 5244. So we are about $32 away from the high. So that one I think happened to be last Tuesday. Okay, last Tuesday. So right now we are seeing a day sell. Sorry, a weekly sell. If weekly sell is seen, that means expect this low to break towards this level. So we go on 3 entries for this. One is try to sell near 5214 as a weekly sell, and stop has to be above the current day high. So let's see. So we will try to sell at 5210, stop at 1.6 half. Okay, 1.6 half as a weekly sell. Okay, so now we are going for a gold Aussie. $5210. Stop this GTC. So we believe that the high is seen for the week, so we are going for a weekly sell. So in case the price bounce back, then we'll try to be in this trade. Okay, then we got to go for a daily sell. Okay, the daily sell has to be below this, because we already seen the high. So we can go, I think it's a similar strategy. So we'll go for a daily sell, stop at 5212 half. Then daily entry at 5202 half, extension of this level. Okay, we have already missed it, but I think we'll just try to keep this order. Okay, either this extension, okay, because it's coming about $11 risk, so I think it's a bit tough. So our weekly sell is somewhere here. So our daily sell, we will try to be slightly lower. Okay, somewhere 5200, and we'll go for a very tight stop. Okay, let's see the 15-minute. What is it doing? The 15-minute is telling us most likely we may have seen temporary. Right now this is just a congestion. Okay, so now let me give you the target for daily. Okay, the target for daily, if this low breaks, we should see the price extending towards 5150. Okay, we'll put it as 5150. So I repeat, let me register it. Okay, we'll try to sell near 5192. Stop at 5197 half, and TP at 5150. Okay, so let's put in this order. Okay, 5192, put it as 5197 half, and TP at 5150. Okay, expiry until end of the day, and this is a day sell. Okay, so we have a weekly sell 5210, we have a day sell with the slightly lower, and target expecting the low to break, and if it breaks, then we will exit at 5150. Then let's look into the scalping entry. Okay, the scalping entry, there's two ways which we can play. One is we feel that this is the low, or another way is extension of this, which is 5160, but I think we'll take it as 5165 as the target. So here, okay, we are, I think now we are bit confusion here, because our day entry we are trying to sell at 5192. So the only difference we can give is try to sell at 5190 and exit before 70. So that would be scalping, and the stop we try to give at 6 half. Okay, 6 half. So this is a bit so if you feel you don't want, then you just stick to the day and the swing, which is a weekly. So just now I said 5190, stop at 51596, and TP 517. Okay, we'll put it as 72. Expiry 2 hours from now. So now you see the difference. The only difference for this scalping and day is we have about $2 difference only. Then the stop loss is about $1 difference, but our TP is entirely different, and the expiry is entirely different. Expiry is we expect this one is only we're giving about 2 to 3 hours. If it within 2-3 hours, if this order is not filled, then this will be cancelled, and the day trading would be taking into effect. Okay, so I think we have done more or less all. So now finally we go into the crypto. Okay, so we'll look into the crypto, then we look into later on, if we are interested in any other market, then we can also discuss. Okay, the crypto right now, if you look at the Bitcoin, okay, in fact, we this week, from next week, not from next week, from this week, I don't know, you all are aware, is there anyone trading crypto here? Okay, take note that crypto, you see, Forex, it works 24/7, 5 days a week. Okay, the crypto is 24/7, 7 days a week. So if you are trading crypto, then you have extra one opportunity, extra one leg, which you can use it. So now what we are going to do is we are also trying to plan to trade during the weekend. That means Saturday, Sunday on crypto. That means we only focus on crypto on that. Then another thing I want to tell you about crypto is don't play a fool with crypto, okay? Compared to Forex, index futures, gold, or anything. Because, and also take note that anything is possible in crypto, so you just try to register in your mind. So there's no such thing as, we I mean, this is not uh, possible, so we have to be very careful, especially if you are going to trade crypto. You got to be very precise, and you got to put your stop loss, much higher. But I try to go on a very slow volume, so at least you don't get burnt, if you are doing the wrong thing. So sometimes, you can make 2%, 3% within the day, sometimes even 5%, so we are we are planning to do over the weekend also. So we got to be very careful, especially when you want to trade on crypto. So right now, if you look at Bitcoin, okay, there's two possibilities. One is this might be the high, or we may get a extension of this level to be the high, which is 127,600, or even 130,200. So now, if you look into this, let's say about 130, 130. So what we can do is we can get ourselves mentally prepared. Okay, mentally prepared. In fact, last week we were expecting a bit bearish, because we were seeing that this has made a high, then we had a one down week. So the last week we were expecting, if this is the high, then this low to break. But unfortunately, it became a range on the weekly, and right now we are seeing the price heading north, and is going to test the previous high. So there's two ways which you can trade. One is you go, so we have seen a weekly low, okay, which is at 19,000, and right now this is trading about $2,000, 650 above the current week low. Okay, so now we have to go for weekly buy and daily buy. And if we are going for a sell, then we have to go for a extreme sell. Okay, we call it an extreme sell, meaning to say that we will try to go for a projected sell. So we don't want to go for a sell now, because we have to see whether this high breaks. If it breaks, then only we can see the price heading north. Otherwise, it may fail before that. So now what we will do is we will take it as of now. As of now, this is going to be the weekly high. So 123.30. Okay, 123,030. So since we are going for a weekly buy and a daily buy, so we go for both as a cautious target. Okay, one is the daily target should be before this level. Weekly is either before this level or extension of this level. Okay, so now we need to know our entry point, stop loss, and TP. So looking at this, there is a possibility that the market has hit the resistance, okay, at 122 or whatever the high now. There is a possibility, yeah, but this is not a confirmation. Okay, so now we are looking at RSI overbought. Okay, a long range is seen. So most likely we should see 128 128 450 as our conservative target if that previous high 123 300 breaks. Okay, so now we need to go for an entry. Okay, I remember we have seen the weekly low and a daily low. So the only way you can trade this is look to first we decide on the stop loss. Okay, stop loss. So we put a stop loss at 119,000. Okay, and let's see what is the daily low. Yeah, so below the current day low. Okay, so that's going to be our stop loss. So if we are going for a entry for a buy, okay, first thing is a weekly buy should be near the low. Okay, let's identify the low. Okay, we will take it as 118. Okay, 118 and 119. Okay, hold on. 119. 11. Yeah, about 119,000. Okay, I can't really decide. Okay, let me do one more round to see. Okay, first we will go for a weekly buy. Weekly buy should be near the low. Okay, near the low. 119. Okay, 119. Okay, I really cannot decide. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we will try to go for a buy, weekly buy at 119,400. Okay, 400 or 500. Okay, 119,500 and stop is 119,000. So 500 pip stop means we need to 0.3, that means it's about $150 risk. Okay, so I think that should be fine. So now let's put in this order. One 119,500, stop 119,000, and TP. I think this one was really wasted. Morning would have sit in the screen. We should have got this move. Okay, it was a real waste. Okay, so then the TP we don't put in first. Okay, TP we don't put in. So this is a weekly buy. Okay, so this is a Bitcoin. We are trying to buy at 119,500. Stop at below the current day low, and this is a weekly buy because I think we may have seen the low for the week, so we expect the price to push higher. So now the next one is the daily. So the daily one should be higher than the weekly. and the TP must be lower than the weekly. So that's how it works. So if we are going to go for a daily buy, we can buy at 120,000. Then we put a stop below 119,200, and the TP we will take it as the previous high, which is this high. So somewhere near 123. We can do we can go for a daily buy. Daily buy. Okay, let me 120,000. Then stop 119,200, and the TP we will put it as 122,800. Expiry until today, and this is a day buy. Okay, so we have two entries for this. Now finally we come into the scalping. Okay, scalping. Okay, I see we may have seen the high. Hold on. Okay, so I think the scalping, we may have seen the high at 122,150. So 400. Okay, it's very difficult to analyze this. Okay, we will go for just 1-2 hours. We will try to sell at 120,000, 22,000. Okay, so there is $1,000 drop which we are expecting. Okay, then the stop has to be 122,250. So this is I'm not sure whether you want to go for this trade, but we will see, so let's see the risk and reward. Okay, selling 122,000, stop 120,300. So which means to say we lose about $90. Then we make about $300, I think is worth. Okay, so here the expiry we just put 2 hours from now. So this is we have three entries. Scalping is a counter move. Scalping is a counter move. It's not the same direction because we feel that the high might be seen. Okay, might be seen. So we will try to go for this is a counter, and the other two are in the direction of the trend, and we just have to wait for that thing. Okay. Then let's do Ethereum, so at least we get some idea whether is this giving us the same answer. Okay, the Ethereum is there is a pattern breakout, and the previous high was 4860. Okay, 4868, 4860. Right now this is near the weekly high. Okay, weekly high. So no, not weekly high, weekly low. Weekly low, huh? So and a daily low. Okay, our stop has to be 4,150. Okay, so that should be our stop, and our target we look at about 4,400. So here I don't think I want to give three entries based on the market condition. So we'll try to buy at 4250, stop 4150, that means $100 risk, and our TP will try to exit at 4450. Okay, that means about 200 rewards and 100 risk. So 1:2. So I'm not going to go for three entries for this, only one entry, which is the scalping, and Ethereum buying at 4250, stop 4150, TP 4450. This is a scalping, that means only 2 hours from now. Okay, so this is the scalping entry. So I think that's it. I don't have any more entries for now. So we will wait for these orders to work. Then we move on to the next trade and the next phase, once this order is filled and we know. Okay. So I think that's about it. Thank you for coming into this session. Looking forward to see you again. And good luck to you guys who are trading. Then we'll see what is the outcome. Okay. Thank you. Bye.